Hello, hello, hello. It's me again, Carmela Bell, your diabetes strategist and success coach. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is working out for you today because I have a feeling you've been putting in a lot of work. So I just wanted to reach out and come on in here as I have promised and have us talk about day 4 of this push through diabetes self-sabotaging challenge. Self-sabotage is a real thing. It's a big deal and a big issue. So I just want to make sure that everybody is being honest about it and talking about it, at least thinking about it. And I want to say that we've had a really good week this week talking about all kinds of great stuff. So today we're not going to do anything different. We're going to push through and get this day 4 going. So just for the sake of people who don't know me, I'm the diabetes strategist and I'm the #1 best-selling author of the book Push Through, which is available at Amazon.com. If you go to bit.ly/Carmela Bell, you'll be able to go straight to it and purchase your copy for everyone in your family, any friends who know you need it, if you have diabetes and you have some relatives who you think just don't get what life is like for you, then you might want to get it for them too. So it's a real good resource for you. And it's an easy read, quick read. But I also am a master strategist. And the reason I'm a master strategist is because my superpower is being able to spot gaps in any process. So I did it at my job for over 20 years. I do it at home. I didn't even know it was my superpower. I just knew that any single time something was going on, especially after I understand what the process was, I could tell you in minutes what you were missing and why other people couldn't understand what you were doing. So I apply that to diabetes now, and I have had some really great successes helping a lot of people change their relationship with diabetes, how they feel about diabetes, and overall on their way to reversing their diabetes. And I hope it'll be that way for you. I also have a son who has type 1 diabetes, which simply means that we never stop thinking, tweaking, counting, dreaming, arguing about diabetes. Hello, looks like someone is on visiting. Just want to say hi. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them for you. Invite your friends and share, please. So today we're going to talk about honesty in diabetes. Do you know how important honesty is? Do you know that it's, in my opinion, one of the leading reasons why people do not get as far as they want to get in diabetes? Hello, thank you for joining. And it seems like a very simple thing, obviously. I mean, okay, I have diabetes, so what? Right, so what? But I have diabetes. I know I have it. I test my blood. I take these pills or I take these shots. So yeah, I know I have diabetes. But the deal is, if we don't truly deal with honesty in diabetes, we don't really meet the goals that we set. So what I found out is there are like 3 different kinds of people who I often run into. Because again, let me also preface and say, not everybody has a problem managing their diabetes. So we're talking about the people who are in struggle mode, who are not getting where they want to be with diabetes, who feel confused about diabetes, who've had it a very long time and they're just like, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt and I don't care. Or people who've been in the black hole, stressed out about diabetes, and they just don't know how to get out. So that's these are the group of people that we're talking about. I just want to be clear about that. So when it comes to the 3 kinds of people who I often deal with, I have a group of people who they know they have diabetes, and when they first get the diagnosis, they try everything they can to get it right. They try everything, and they're working and they're working, they're working, they're working, and all of a sudden the numbers start to roll in and they're not looking so great, and then they start feeling not so well, and then eventually over time they just start getting a little discouraged, and instead of really tweaking the system, instead of getting a coach, or instead of maybe asking different questions of their doctor, they just give up. And it's not to say they're quitters, but they're disappointed. They don't understand why this is not working. I've given everything I have. How much more can I give? And it's just a frustrating process. So they just go back to eating as if they don't have diabetes. If you met them, if you sat down to dinner, you'd never know. And, you know, some people I know have friends and they've been friends forever and they don't even tell their friends. So this is one group. The second group is what I call the testers. I'm a tester because anytime I'm doing anything, I always want to know, how far can I go? How far can I test this, tweak this, flip this before I really have to do what they're saying I got to do? I don't think I'm going to have to do all that they say I got to do in order to get this outcome. So I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try something else. I literally will try 10,000 things with 20,000 methods only to get down to the result of, I really am going to have to change something. I might not have to reinvent the wheel, but I'm not going to be able to keep doing things the way I'm doing it. And it becomes apparent after that 20,000th time. Now, how much time did I lose? Trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. When really and truly I should have just got honest in the beginning. Did what I needed to do. But no, I'm a tester. It's just the way my brain works. I have to see if there's another way, because I don't want to give up everything I love. I don't want to give up everything I do, and I don't want to necessarily add in a bunch of stuff, i.e. exercise, even though I am doing it now. But there was a time when that was a struggle issue. So we have to, you know, be mindful of the testers. I don't know. Are you a tester? Or are you the first person who kind of tried it once and then just let it go? Which one? You can be honest. If you're watching this on the replay still, go ahead and put it in. Even though this is not live, go ahead and put it in. Tell me what you are. Are you a tester? Or are you just a one-timer? And so the third thing is my people who just won't do anything. They won't try. They will not be moved. And I know the first thing people like to say is, oh, they're stubborn. But really and truly, it's not always about just being stubborn. Sometimes they're afraid to fail. So they're afraid to put themselves out there and really give this all they have just to find out, your A1C is still at a 7. It's not, it's better. It's not at a 15. You're not like in the line to get an amputation, but it's really not where you want it to be, not where they thought it was going to be. So we have this group of people who just won't even move. They're kind of frozen because they're afraid of the outcome. They're afraid the outcome will not be what they want it to be. And what I have to say, in working with my diabetes warriors, the people who have overcome all three of those issues and stepped up to the plate and looked diabetes in the face and said, you will not take me, I have learned that honesty was one of the big culprits in their success. When you get honest, it changes how you manage a situation. For instance, let's just say I have a bank account, I only have $5. Okay, I only have $5. If I can know something, but not accept something at the same time. So if I only have $5 in my bank account, I can know that I only have $5, but then I still go spend $20. Now, anybody who knows about banking, which I think we probably all do, my account is overdrawn if they let me do it at all. And I'm definitely going to have fees. So there's some negative consequences because of what I did, right? Because I knew I only had $5, but I'm about to go get this 20 because I got stuff to do. I'm going to get it. So I did it, and now here I am with this big ball of problems because I knew it but didn't accept it. Well, if I have $5 and I accept that I only have $5, then I'm like, dang, man, I only got $5. When do I get paid again? Can I get 5? Can I borrow 5? Who got 5? I'm going to try to find some solutions because I know I only have $5. And if I can't find a solution, I am going to at least be bummed that I don't have the money. And then I'm going to finally say, well, okay, I don't have the money, so I'm either just going to spend this $5 or I'm going to just leave it alone. Because I don't need any additional negative consequences. I don't need to go into the negative and overdraw my account because I only have $5. There's a difference in knowing and accepting. And it's really important that people who are living with diabetes accept the truth of their situation, which is you have diabetes. Now, I know it's like, oh my gosh, what the heck is she talking about? Does she think I had diabetes for 20 years for her to come tell me I have diabetes? Of course not. I know you have it. But my challenge and my question to you is, do you act like it? Do you act like you have it? And that doesn't mean you walk around looking sick, showing everybody that you test your blood. Ooh, look, see, I got to test my blood. See, you see that blood drop? Ooh. No. It means, do you act like it? Do you test your blood like you're supposed to? Have you modified your diet in a way that supports your goal of lowering your A1C or losing weight or reversing diabetes altogether? Are your plans in alignment? Because when you accept it sometimes does not feel good, but you make those tough decisions to be responsible and to do the best that you can for yourself. Now, I know some people really are doing the best that they can for themselves, and they just were never given the information. They truly don't know how to be better. They don't know what to do to be better. And a lot of these doctor's offices, you sit out in the lobby forever. Then when you get into the room, you might sit more. And then when the doctor comes in, they talk to you 5 minutes, touch a bone, boop, and then you're out of there. And you paid $100. Who can even feel comfortable trying to get questions in? I had a doctor one time who spent so much time talking about herself and her life and all her other patients, I could never even get in a question. So I don't know what y'all situations were like. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what your experiences have been with those kinds of situations. Let me know. Because I can only tell you mine has been crazy. And I know sometimes those doctors don't have time to talk to you. So what do you do? Who do you turn to? Where do you go? And this is why I wanted to talk to you about honesty on day 4. It is so important for us to be honest. When we're honest, it keeps us truthful, which keeps us out of danger. Because we acknowledge and we feel and we absorb the fullness of what is going on. I cannot afford to go in here and eat this apple pie with this ice cream and act like it's okay. I can't. And it's probably 8 o'clock at night or 9 or 10, or if you want, like my aunt, I love her so much. She used to eat really late at night. They would put all the kids to bed. And you're thinking everybody's going to sleep, and then the next thing you know, here she comes coming down the hallway with a bacon sandwich or some kind of yummy good thing that we wish we had at probably 11 or 12 at night. That's just what she does, or she used to at least. I think she's improved her habits. She's doing really well now. But it's some people who eat late at night. So the thing about it is when you accept the seriousness of your situation, you get honest. You get honest and you're like, look, I can't do what I used to do. It's just not going to work. I've tried it. I was a tester. I flipped it 50 million times. Well, if I take insulin this way, well, if I take this half a pill, well, if I take an extra pill, well, you're stressing yourself out doing all this extra stuff. When I just really need to say, I was dealt a raw deal that I have this stupid diabetes, but I'm going to do the best I can to manage it. I'm going to save my own life. I'm going to be my best advocate, and I'm going to do everything that I can to turn this ship around. I don't know what to eat. I'm going to find somebody to help me. I don't really know where I'm going wrong in my process, so I'm going to start tracking my blood sugar so I can take it to my doctor and let them know. Or I'm going to find me a coach who understands these things and they can teach me. It's about being proactive. Honesty helps us to stay in our truth. It also helps us to be proactive and look for solutions we need to improve our situation. The other thing about honesty is if you're not honest in diabetes, it can lead you down some dark roads because it will allow you to believe things about your situation that are not true. It will allow you to believe that some of these bad habits you have, skipping your meals, is okay. It's really not. It's really not good. It's really kind of dangerous for some diabetics to skip meals. And, we know life gets busy and hectic, but you need to eat. And at minimum, you need to check your blood sugar so you know, is my blood sugar okay? Am I about to crash? Am I going too high? We don't know. So it's important to be honest about your feelings. The other half is honesty helps us just really connect with the emotional side of what goes on with diabetes. I feel like I have researched so many diabetes management programs here in Texas, all over the US, and I tell you, they all talk about lifestyle. Let's lose weight. Let's eat right. Let's manage your insulin and your meds better. Very few, if any, talk about your emotions. How do you manage your feelings about having diabetes every day? When you don't feel good and people don't understand, how are you managing that? Are you just barreling through it? Or are you grouchy, going off on everybody? You're that one when they say good morning, and you're like, is that you? You know? How are you handling this emotional side of diabetes? Because sometimes you just get tired and you just like, let me just take this freaking cape off. I don't have time for this. I just want to be me. I just don't want to think about diabetes. I don't want to count any carbs. I don't want to look at any labels. Just leave me alone. When you do get into a mode where you're like, okay, I'm feeling good. I want to get back to diabetes. I want to do all this right. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I haven't been doing it. I was on vacation, and I got off track. Or, me and the family, we went away for the holidays, and we got off track. And I've been spending 3 months trying to get back on the horse, and it hasn't worked. How do you eventually get back on the horse? Do you really want it to take you 3 months? Because in that 3 months, what we're talking about is you're not eating right, so we know you got high numbers. So we know your body does not feel in tip-top shape. Headaches, going to the bathroom all the time, thirsty all the time. Some people feel nauseous all the time. Lots of crazy things go on. Do you want to deal with that for 3 months? Or learn to be aware? Oh man, I'm feeling it. I'm having a moment. All right, what do I do? Let me get my coach on the line, or call my sister, call my friend. How do you deal with those emotions? It's important to deal with those emotions. And when you're honest in diabetes, you let yourself do that. You give yourself the time and the time you need to feel those feelings and think it through and write it out, create a strategy, and then try it out. Because that's what this whole process is about. It's about looking at what you're doing in your daily life. Well, let me say, that's my process. All these other people, these doctors, they tell you, just eat right, exercise, lose weight. Well, if that was so easy, there would be no obesity in America. So evidently, that's not the best strategy. My strategy is, before you get to all that, let's look at what you do. What is happening in your life? What kind of stuff do you like to eat? I need to know it. What do you like to eat? When do you like to eat it? How much do you like to eat it? And then we're going to figure out a better plan on how you can take some baby steps to get one step closer to your next. Because that's what this is truly about. We want to take one step closer to your next. We're not trying to hit the whole shebang right now at one time. It doesn't work. Even when we do muster up enough courage and strength and motivation, we are going to burn out like nobody's business. It just happens. Now, you do have that 1 or 2% who are just rock stars. They get everything right. Everything comes easy to them, but I'm not them. It has taken me a lot of time to learn these lessons, because I'm a tester. So when I come to you and tell you these things, I'm saying this because I have been where you are. I'm a tester. I am going to try everything I can try. And not until recently did I say, girl, are you crazy? Let it go. How long are we going to do this? It's not working. It's not working. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I love it. But I mean, I had to get real. And that's what honesty does for you. It makes you get real. Okay, girl, you're doing all this stuff. Is it working for you? And that's what I want to challenge you guys to do. Ask yourself, is it working for you? Because I'm sorry, but if you're not 6.4 or lower, you got some room. You got some room to improve. Because I want y'all to get on down past 5.2 if you can. Now, I know that all the diabetes research, they have all their ranges. Well, when it gets to a certain age, most doctors want people to be between 6 and 7. But then everybody's different. So some people could be normal at 8 or 9. They have all these ranges. But the truth be told, according to when I talk to my diabetes educator and when I talk to my endocrinologist and even my primary care physician, unless you're 5.4, 5.2 or lower, still considered as having diabetes. But I tell you one thing, people who are down in the fives, they have a whole lot less work to do. They don't have to test as much. They don't have to take as much insulin. They don't have to take as many pills. And some people are on insulin and pills. That can be tiresome and that can be expensive. And the deal that what we know here now is diabetes, type 2 diabetes, it's caused because of our diet. And it's caused mainly, I believe, because of the food and how it's been manipulated. But what they are now finding out is if you change how you eat, you change the diabetes. And it's possible. So I don't think people really believe that they can get rid of this. And I think some people are scared to even try. And I think some people are too busy in the testing mode that they won't ever get to success. And then those other people who just don't want to get off the log, they'll never find out because they're too scared or they're too stubborn or they're too whatever. Fill in the blank. You know what you are. Tell me what you are in the comments. What are you? Which one of those are you? So I just want to encourage you, change all three of those things. Let's get real about this diabetes situation. Let's talk about it. Let's analyze it. Let's create a plan for your success, because the deal that I believe in is you deserve to live. You deserve a good life. I want you to move away from the amputation line. I don't want you to have retinopathy. I don't want you to be on dialysis. These things are real and they are coming for you as long as you choose to keep doing what you're doing. But I think you really want to change, do you? I think you do. I think you really want to not have this be a part of your reality. I mean, I wish, and I'm still looking. People think I'm crazy because I'm still looking for a solution for my son. I refuse to believe that his pancreas cannot be kick-started. I refuse to believe. So if you believe with me, then I want us to put some prayers out there together. But I refuse to believe it. So if they can do something for you, we're going to figure out something for him. But in the meantime, I'm here for you. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Otherwise, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. If you want to keep up with me, you can go to my website at www.adiabetictypelife.com and you can get on my email list. I'll even give you a free ebook. It's just a little short guide. Thank you, Tanya. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. We got to believe together, honey. I'm not believing the hype, and I hope nobody else does. But if you get on my list, it'll give you a chance to keep up with me so that you can, get some weekly tips and encouragement to keep you pushing forward. And if you know that you're kind of in that transitional place, maybe you might be in that black hole or stubborn city, get up. You can give me a call. Go to bit.ly/call with Carmela. Complimentary session, no charge. We'll just talk about you. Figure out what you're doing. Figure out what the one next step is that you need to take to succeed. So also, just want to remind you, tomorrow is going to be the last day of our challenge. So if you've registered, that you've gotten 5 days worth of action plans, push moves in your email box. I hope you've printed them out and you actually use them. Use them to think some of this stuff through, because I know everybody tries to be very technical and have all these things that you need to do, but some of this stuff is just thinking. Some of this stuff is just committing to, and figuring out, discovering what the holdup is, what the hang up is. So if you registered for this challenge, then you've been getting some good stuff already. And one thing that you're going to get is an invitation to tomorrow's masterclass. Tomorrow you do not want to miss, because I'm going to be talking about the 3 A1 secrets every type 2 diabetic needs to know in order to succeed in that next step. You won't be successful without it. I just want you to know. So if you go click into the description box, it'll have the link there and you can register for the challenge, which will reserve your seat for tomorrow. And what that will do for you is give you a reminder. It'll send you a reminder and let you know when to come in, because I'm going to be there and I hope you will too. I love you guys. I'm rooting for you. This is all for you. I know you can do it. I believe you can beat diabetes. Do you? I hope so. Well, be well and test often. Thank you guys for jumping on. I love you. Bye.